The loudest one in the room is usually the one lying through their teeth. And chosen ones in your case? They've been giving TED Talks on you that nobody asked for. But here's the twist. The same people who branded you unstable, dangerous, or mentally off are now looking real suspicious because their stories don't line up, their energy don't match, and their obsession with you is starting to feel less like concern and more like a lifetime movie villain unraveling in real time. Fact, studies in social psychology reveal that people who lie compulsively often struggle to keep up with their own narratives over time. The brain can only juggle so many fabrications before it starts glitching. And let's just say, the glitch is showing. This is no longer about what they said you did. This is about why they were so desperate to make people believe you were the problem. You've stayed silent, you've kept your peace, yet somehow you're still the headline in their broken broadcast. Why? Because your very existence threatens their fiction. You're calm, glowing, and evolving, and they're out here spiraling, misquoting, and trying to convince people you're unhinged, while sweating through their own lies. So buckle up, because in this video we're pulling the curtain all the way back. You're not just the target of their madness. You're the evidence that they've been lying. And now the audience? They're starting to notice who the real psycho might be. Ready? Let's go in. Number one, people are realizing the villain isn't you. It's the one obsessed with telling your story without living your life. They used to control the room with their version of your story. They had people nodding, whispering, raising eyebrows at the mention of your name. You were the villain in their little play, the unstable one, the one who snapped, the one who couldn't be trusted. But here's the thing. People are watching now, and they're starting to notice something strange. You never matched the story. The words they use to describe you don't align with the way you move, the way you speak, or the way you carry yourself. You're too composed, too aware, too unbothered for someone who's allegedly unhinged. That dissonance is breaking the illusion. The truth is, they've been talking too long and too loud. When someone's always the first to bring up your name, always adding drama to your character, always making you the center of a storm you never created, people start wondering, why are they so invested? Why are they still trying so hard to convince everyone? Because no one has to beg for the truth to be believed. Only lies need life support. Now the room is shifting. People who once believed them are starting to squint. Not because you defended yourself, but because your life did. You kept moving. You didn't collapse under the weight of their stories. You didn't retaliate, gossip, or launch a counterattack. You just kept becoming. And every time they speak your name now, they sound more and more desperate, trying to explain why the crazy person is at peace. And they're the ones unraveling. It's backfiring. They wanted to be seen as the victim of your supposed madness. But now, they look like the ones who can't let go. The ones too obsessed, the ones still watching your every move while calling you the problem. People are putting the pieces together, and you don't have to lift a finger, you just have to keep being who you are. The lie was loud, but your truth, it's echoing. Number two, their lies required you to stop evolving, but you kept growing and broke the script. They built their entire story around the idea that you were broken, that you were weak, unstable, or just waiting to self-destruct. In their minds, you were supposed to get stuck, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. That's how their version of events made sense. They expected you to fall apart in front of everyone so they could say, "See, told you." But you didn't. You kept growing, you kept evolving, and that's exactly where everything started falling apart, not for you, but for them. You were never supposed to become better. You were supposed to stay angry, reactive, and wounded. They were counting on you staying down so they could stay up, but instead of breaking, you started healing. You started moving differently. Your energy shifted. You found peace. And that's when their lies started aging like spoiled milk. Because now nothing adds up. How is the person they described as dangerous walking around so calm? How is the one they said was crazy now focused, grounded, and glowing in their purpose? They're losing grip on the version of you they created. And they can't update the lie fast enough, so they double down, they start reaching. They try to add new chapters to the same tired story, but no one's buying it anymore. Because your growth makes it obvious, they were never telling the truth. They were just trying to hold you back. Your evolution ruined the illusion, and they hate it, because now it's not just about you healing, it's about them being exposed.